All right. First, I have to put on my blue light glasses for this one. Okay. No, this looks awful. Hey, welcome. We didn't think that we were going to do this, but we couldn't stay away, could we? We just thought we had to do it.
He
So we
inspired
took your
us.
suggestions. We looked at all of them, and we picked the one that came from our friend. Here you go, Rolando.
It's
This
true.
one's for you, baby.
We do 2 top fives. Top five what? Top five what? You'll have to watch the episode and find out. At the end, we figure out a live-action Pokemon movie that would start the two of us. It's really fucking stupid. All that and much, much more on this episode, this fucking stupid episode of the Bells and Whistles podcast. Run that intro!
I'm trying to do it a little different this time.
Yeah, I liked it. I think it worked. I'm getting these advertisements on Facebook and Instagram for this service where you pay money, you pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars for these ex-Marine, ex-Green Beret guys to like put you through like all these military drills and tell you to fucking jump in the ocean, and they roll you around in dirt and cold water, and they beat the fuck out of you, and they yell at you and tell you that you're a little piece of shit.
Yeah.
They do that for 6 weeks, and at the end, they're like, "Now you're a man," and it's like a success course. And I'm like, sounds positively awful.
Well, I don't understand what makes me a man after I just got beat up all that. If anything, I'm less of a man. I'm a shell of myself.
Well, I'll let you know because I signed up for this semester. So. No, welcome back to the Bells and Whistles podcast.
Yeah,
Ryan Quigley from Bernie, of course.
There you go. That's our tight five right there.
Yeah,
that's how you
tight five.
That's how you
really start strong. We were going to take this week off, and we were having moments of weakness, and then I posted something on Instagram, right?
And it blew up. I mean, we're viral now.
It's really taken the internet by storm. And in all honesty, it was really fucking cool that so many of our loyal supporters reached out and they said, "Hey, you don't have to do one if you don't want to, but if you're looking for ideas,
as far as I'm concerned, you guys have a new name. You're not the Bimbettes anymore. You're producers."
But did you see that somebody's they've named themselves the Bell Ends?
The Bell Ends? Oh, that's ends. Kind of something, huh?
Yeah, I don't think I know what that word means.
It's like it's like a British slang term for penis.
Is that true?
I think so. Look it up.
Oh,
we're on our computers right now. In case you haven't guessed, I'm not.
No, but I'm gonna use my work computer. Bell End meaning British.
What if I went to your apartment, but I was still on Zoom? Like we just did.
You're just in the corner.
Yeah.
A bell end is slang. The head of a penis.
There
it is
you
used
are.
as an insult for a jerk or someone acting stupid or contemptibly. It's a bit similar to calling someone a dickhead. You guys are the bell ends. How sweet is that? Here I was just calling you guys you people.
What do you mean, you people?
We don't need to get into that right now. But the bottom line is we got all these new ideas, and we've chosen one. We've chosen Rolando Chusan, formerly known as The Kid prompt for today's bullshit episode. But just because we're not using your idea in this episode doesn't mean we didn't hear them, and we won't do them in the future episodes because we will certainly.
We're going to need a lot.
We need a lot of help. We need a lot of help. And yeah. This is going to be a bullshit one, but we're not giving you Gen 4. We're not giving you.
You don't want Gen 4 like this. You want Gen 4 with like some
proper with all the bells and whistles. With all the bells and whistles.
Yeah, bell ends and whistle ends.
Yes. So that's what we're going to do. So what are we? Tell the people what we're doing today.
So we actually do have a pretty good prompt, all things considered. I'd
say so.
Holes in my sweater here. So Rolando said we would do kind of some top fives. Anybody who knows the channel knows that I've become addicted to Facebook Marketplace. Though I'll tell you, I went off on eBay because that was my new hustle, right? I was going off of eBay,
eBay.
right?
Are you trying to flip things on eBay? Are you buying like,
Well,
toy
somebody bought
cars?
my vacuum cleaner. I posted an ad on Facebook Marketplace.
But well, did you sell that table that you were talking about?
I haven't sold the table, no.
Well, and then
Um,
what the hell are you doing?
I know. Listen. You can call me a lot of things. um, no, but I was on eBay and I got a computer rig. I'm gonna fancy myself something of a gamer. You see,
A game grunt.
do some streaming. But I went on there. The guy's no longer a registered user on eBay, so he was trying to scam me.
No.
Hmm.
That's
I
too
know.
bad.
And talk
What's
about the
wrong with
face of a
people?
guy who's bound to get scammed, right?
Yeah, you're really
He's just walking
you're-
around. Hey,
You're a real sucker.
a real
Yeah,
sucker. But they returned my money, so it's fine.
That's very sweet. That's very sweet.
So what we're doing is we're doing my top five little finds on Facebook Marketplace. Some of these I have offers on. Some of them I said, I've learned better. I'm not gonna go after something like that.
Ephraim's got a top 5, then I got a top 5, and then we
Ryan's
got
got
a
a top
little.
five.
Depending on how long we go, we got a little we talk about sort of if we're gonna what we would do in a Pokemon movie. We'd
Live action movie.
Yeah, and then let's just go home. Let's end it all
Yeah.
here, and then that'll
Why
be enough.
not?
I think. Yeah. So go ahead. So these are your top 5 Facebook Marketplace finds.
Do you wanna take a guess at some of them?
So can you give me so these are things that you've purchased or things that you've just found?
These are things that I've just found. So you know what we'll do? Why don't I give you genre, and then I can give you can guess at the price too.
Okay.
Because that's what we
Yep,
did last time with Rolando.
Yeah. Give me some kind of genre of number 5.
So, here I've got I'll give you a description. Scary, approximately 5 feet. It lights up and is missing one hand.
Missing one hand. So that leads me to believe something of a mannequin is sort of what I'm thinking. Something of a mannequin. I don't know if this mannequin is like a statue of a Bigfoot, or is it an animal or is it humanoid?
A statue of a Bigfoot.
Is it animal or humanoid?
On that guy. It is human. It is humanoid, and you're right.
It's human in nature.
Yeah, humanish, and it is some kind of statue.
It's not a bare bones mannequin. Does it have a purpose?
No.
Is there a practicality to it, or is it truly just a decoration?
It's just decorations.
Just decoration.
Which leads me to my second hint. It's seasonal.
It's seasonal.
Uh-huh.
So, this was found in October. Was this a Halloween seasonal?
Found recently.
Was it a big turkey? Or no, it's a giant Santa Claus.
No. We have to think. You're right in thinking October because it's just done. They have no use for it anymore. They're selling.
Right. So it's a Halloween thing.
It's a Halloween thing.
It's a scary Halloween thing. Is it a movie character?
No. I'm going to give you one more. I'll give you 2 more.
Yeah.
2 more questions before you get your final guess.
Okay, so I get 2 more guesses. No. Give me one more hint, and then I'll do a.
I'll give you another hint. All right. Let's see. I want to edit out that. Well, I won't do that because I'll just send it to you when I do the final reveal. All right. It's because it's missing a hand. Because it's missing a hand, the farming tool that typically comes with it is no longer able to be held.
A farming tool.
Tool. Scary uses a farming tool.
A farming tool. Are you certain it's a farming tool? It's not a chainsaw?
No, it's not a chainsaw.
It's a rake?
It's not, well, it's not a rake, no.
Is it a I give up. I don't know who it is.
Here. It's a scary ghoul. But it's shaped like the Grim Reaper, right?
Oh, so it's a scythe is what you're talking about, a farming tool?
Holding. Yeah.
So it's a handless Grim Reaper.
A handless Grim Reaper.
The scythe
5
cannot be
feet
held.
tall. Final guess on Yeah, final guess on how much it costs.
$150.
$150. I'm going to send it to you right now. Ready?
Don't send it to me. Just tell me.
I just want you to have the reveal.
Okay, hold on.
You see it?
Hold on. $10?
$10.
10 clams? That's a
$10.
steal.
I tell you, the second I saw it, I reached out. I said, "Can I get this?"
$10. That's a steal. You should buy two.
5
My
feet.
God.
That's
$5
$2 per feet.
$2 a foot. My God.
Can you believe it?
That's great. I can't. I truly can't. That's great. That's a great find. All right, number 4.
Because the hand is missing. But what am I going to use the hand for anyway?
Everybody's missing something. Nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect, right,
Nobody's
gang?
perfect. Not me. Not me.
Certainly nobody that listens to this podcast.
Nope. Not this episode. All right. Number 4.
Number 4 for me. Do you want to go back and forth, or do you want to do? Okay,
No. Let's zoom through everything.
Number 4, in the same vein.
Similar vein. Yep.
Similar vein. I'm going to read this to you. I'm reading the description. 7 feet.
7
feet. Life size.
7 feet life size?
7 feet life size. Comes in costume. No longer speaks. That's the description.
Comes in costume, no longer speaks. And this is another humanoid type deal.
Another humanoid type thing.
So this is another Halloween situation?
You could use it for Halloween, but it's technically something you could use year round. It has nothing to do with the holiday.
Okay. So, and is this like I'm going to ask the movie character thing again. Is this a character that we all know?
This one is a movie character.
This is a movie character that we all know, and it could be used for Halloween, but could also be year round. So what it's supposed to say? Are we supposed to expect what it's going to say?
It's surprising to me that this is something that speaks. He doesn't have. I'll give you another hint. It's a guy.
It's a guy.
He doesn't have he's not known for catchphrases, but he does have a very particular voice. I'll say that.
He has a particular voice. So you're throwing me off.
It's not surprising to me that this thing used to speak, but I don't know what it would say.
Because I'm confused about who there are very few 7 feet tall, life-sized people. And I know it's not an NBA player because you would not be interested in such a thing.
No.
So I'm led to believe that this is like an Andre the Giant replica.
No, but you're. Let me steer you in a different direction.
Okay.
Andre the Giant, you're moving in the right vein, but not. He is humanoid. He's not human.
He's humanoid and not human. So is this character from a movie?
Yes.
Is it an animated movie?
No. There is animation. There's CGI in it. He is a CGI character, but he is not. It's not an animated movie.
It is a live action movie.
Yes.
It is. And if you tell me who plays this character, the actor that plays this character, will it give it away?
I'll give you a hint. This is when people will start thinking of. You wouldn't know the actor who plays this character because this character notoriously cost him his entire career. He was never cast in Hollywood again after playing this character.
I have no idea.
You ready?
Yeah. Don't send it. Who?
I'm not going to say 7 foot tall Jar Jar Binks statue.
I didn't. Who knows that Jar Jar Binks is 7 feet tall? I thought Jar Jar Binks was just average height, maybe 6 foot, maybe something like that. Oh, that's so funny. Why is that? You could use it for Halloween, but you could also use it year round. What?
Right?
This has to be a couple $100.
Couple $100? What do you think?
This has to be
the only problem is that it doesn't speak anymore. There's no chips on it. How much?
100. I'm gonna guess $150 again.
$150, $1,500.
$1,500. Wow.
This one was one that I was tempted, but I couldn't really
You
rationally.
can't scrape that together. If you had the disposable income, you might as well though. That's great.
I was gonna try and haggle them down. I'm gonna try and haggle them down because I didn't think they were getting a lot of offers.
That's awesome. Okay, number 3.
Okay, number 3. We're moving on. Here's one. Oh gosh, I'm trying to figure out which one I want to save for the end here. Let's see. Okay, here. Okay, this is a fun one. I'm going to give you the last 3 are going to be really fun ones. Ready?
Yes.
So, here's the hint. First thing it says, rare, all caps, rare, 2 stars actually. And then it says, unnatural color, never before seen.
Never before seen.
Never before seen.
Right.
I'll give you this. It's food. It's a food product.
Yes.
And it's seasonal with last time and this upcoming season. With Halloween and Thanksgiving. It works.
With Halloween and Thanksgiving, it works.
Uh-huh.
So when I hear that, I think of pumpkin. It's some kind of pumpkin.
Yes. It's a rare, all-natural red pumpkin. But it's sitting on a plastic sheet of red paint.
Okay. So it's clearly a pumpkin that a guy painted.
Right?
Right.
How much do you think he's trying to sell it for?
$750.
$750?
Yeah.
I'll give you one more hint. Go higher up. Think high in the sky.
$5,000.
He knows what he's got. It's $10,000.
I love people, man. Everybody talks about the human race. Society's going to shit. We're all piece of garbage people. What a funny guy. That's hilarious. Just taking you miss 100% of shots that you don't take, and it's just a guy being like, "Yo, what the fuck do I have to lose? Don't buy it. If you think it's stupid, I agree with you. Don't buy it. But if you want it,
yeah, my favorite part of it is that it's sitting on top of red paint.
Yeah, he's just like, look. He's like,
I'm just trying to have a laugh, huh?
Number 2.
Okay. Now this one, let's see. I'll give you a heartwarming. No, I don't want to give you the heartwarming because I also think I've already shown you this one. All right, here's this one.
Yes.
It's furniture. Start with that.
Furniture. I'm thinking furniture. Yes.
Think office.
Office
furniture. The description is, I have this blank and I want to give it away. I'm willing to trade for a bag of plantain chips.
That's a guy who knows what he wants. He's like, look, I'm not trying to lowball, highball anybody. I know what I want. I know what I need.
I know what I need. It's that.
Okay. And this is a particularly funny office type thing. It's not just like a chair or a desk.
It is a chair.
It's a chair.
It is a chair. It is a particular kind of chair.
Is it a beanbag chair?
It's not a beanbag chair. No. No, that would be very funny.
It's not a beanbag chair.
Selling a whole ass beanbag chair.
Is it okay? Is it a massage chair? There's a massage element.
It is a massage recliner.
A massage recliner that one can have for
however much money that this is being offered for, or a bag of plantain chips.
How much do you think? So I mean, it's
how much do you think he's asking for?
$4.95.
$4.95.
What?
Final
$5?
guess? It started out as $60. It has since been updated to free.
I hope you're not thinking of picking that stupid, disgusting chair up.
At one point, I really did consider picking up this chair, and I was going and looking, where can I buy plantain chips?
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
That's what I wanted to get. And then my last one, this is my favorite one. So this is a two-parter.
Okay.
Ready? This is the last one. This had two different. This was an Facebook Marketplace ad that consisted of two different ads that were back to back.
Yes. Linked.
They are. All I can say is that the two ads are a combined threat against whoever purchases them.
They're a combined threat, so there's danger involved?
Yes,
okay.
There is danger involved in purchasing this.
Okay. That's my only hint for now?
Let me give you... Start from there and see if you start guessing further and further.
So, okay, so...
I'll steer you away if it gets too much.
So when they're solo, though, they're not harmful? They are required together to be a threat?
They are not as dangerous on their own, but when you combine them, there is certainly danger involved.
Is one of the things ammunition for the other thing?
No.
Okay.
But I get where you're coming from.
When they are combined, is there like a chemical reaction that happens?
No.
Okay.
All right. Let me point you in another. I'll give you another hint.
Okay.
This isn't so much an item as a service that someone will do for you.
It's a dangerous service?
Yes.
Does it have to do with whipping? Is there BDSM involved here?
No, there's no BDSM involved.
There's no whipping. Okay, so the harm that it causes, is the harm like a burn?
No.
Okay, so the harm is blunt force.
Blunt force, yes.
Blunt force. Okay, and they're two things that require each other.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh God, what is it? Is it like So does one? So, but it's not ammunition. But does one thing propel the other thing?
Not really, but they work in tandem with each other.
They work in tandem. I'm at a loss. I have to give up.
All right, I'll give you the last hint. The last hint is that you cannot remove them from the seller.
You cannot remove them from the seller?
You can't take this service. The seller would have to come and stay there with you. You ready?
Yeah.
It's these hands.
Wait, you got it. So he has one here. He has thunder and lightning.
Yeah, he's got thunder and lightning. They're two separate ads that he's willing to sell you there.
And okay, and he's selling them for how much money?
Free.
Yep, there you go. Free. People are funny, man. Free of charge. Whenever you want to pick it up.
Pick them up. Come on by.
Baby. Oh, I do love that. That's fantastic. Good top five. Good top
there we
five.
Go. Top five.
Great top
Come
five.
On. What you got for me over there?
All right, my top five.
Yours.
Upon Rolando Chuson's request, I have a top five for me in front of you all. They are my top 5 favorite reptiles. Everybody on planet Earth knows that I'm a reptile guy. I don't know who on earth would be interested in my favorite reptiles, but this is admittedly a stupid podcast. So we're gonna talk about that today. So you guys will finally all have the answers. Do you want to guess?
I think you might.
Oh, you did? Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, show everybody. Everybody, look at that. If you're not watching on YouTube, you're missing out. This thing is
you're missing out. This is great.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, now that that's over, Do you want to? I think you know my number one. So if you know my number one, don't do it. Don't tell
do it.
anybody.
Yeah.
But do you want to guess any of the top five? I also have a couple in the honorable mentions. I can. Do you want me to go through my honorable mentions and then you can start guessing the top five?
Yeah. Go through the honorable mentions because I might guess them instead.
Right. Okay. So my honorable mention, the big one that's not going to be on this list, folks, is the Komodo dragon. I quite like the Komodo dragon. I think it's cool. Largest lizard on planet Earth. I think they're pretty badass. For me, I have other monitor lizards that I like. That's a hint for the top five.
Okay.
It's just not my thing. I don't. Monitor lizards are Komodo dragons are plenty cool. Just not for me. You a big Komodo dragon guy?
I used to love Komodo dragons as a kid. Yeah, I thought they were very, very cool.
Nowadays,
cool. Yeah, I'll see them eat like the whole pig.
Yeah, those are great.
I get a little upset.
No, I love those videos.
Yeah, those I get a little upset from that. Those are great. I like the pig.
I think they're great.
All right.
They might be top 6. Who knows? Okay. So I've left out the giant tortoises of the world. I've left out the aldabras. I've left out the galops. Yes. I've left those out. They're not on the list.
Get rid of them.
I love a big tortoise. Again, it's just not my thing. Not my thing. Yeah. I think they're funny looking. They look like old men. Yeah, I love that. I love that. I love the Grandmaster in fucking Kung Fu Panda. I think he's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's just not my thing.
Not your thing.
Okay.
All right. Let me think. What am I?
Wait. Can I eliminate one more category for you?
Yeah.
I've eliminated, with the exception of one kinda, I've eliminated all like the little house geckos. I've eliminated like, little beardies. I've eliminated house snakes, corn snakes, rat snakes, ball pythons. Though I have no interest in having like a pet lizard like that. I think they're great. It's just I think there are cooler ones, and I've also eliminated all giant snakes. Really, okay. I've eliminated the anacondas. I've eliminated the Burmese pythons.
Yeah,
just I get it. No thanks.
Okay.
All
right, then let me think. I want to start chameleon.
There's no chameleons. Chameleons kind of freak me out a little bit. I'm not a chameleon guy. Wow. I think I can respect chameleons again. Yeah. But they're just it's the interest just simply isn't there for me.
It's not there for you.
It's like, their eyes freak me out a little bit. The fucking that.
I thought you would kind of like that.
No, not for me. Not for me. Not for me. And then as soon as I sort of because they don't really change their colors like all that cool. As soon as I realized that that's more of like a squid thing, more of an octopus thing, of totally changing to thing. That's where those are king. But this is not a encephalopod list, is it?
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. What about a snapping turtle?
There's not a snapping turtle, but there is one turtle on the list.
Oh, is it my turtle?
No, you have a tortoise.
I have a tortoise, yeah.
No, it is not a snapping turtle. I've eliminated all snapping turtles, but I do love an alligator snapping turtle.
Okay.
But he's not on the list.
What about an axolotl?
There's no axolotl. He's not a reptile, babe.
Well, he should be.
He might be a reptile. I don't know, but he's not on the list.
All right, he's not on the list. All right. Well,
can I tell you the turtle?
What's the turtle? What kind of turtle?
The turtle that comes in at number 4 is the green sea turtle. I love a green sea turtle swimming around. I love Crush from Finding Nemo. I think they're hilarious. I like how they're big and they flop around. I love me a green sea turtle. What could go wrong?
But don't you feel like you would never be able to keep one?
These are not about keeping. These are not about keeping.
Be free.
These are not about keeping. I'm not going to keep a green turtle. I'm just telling you my favorites.
Okay. What about a Canaan alligator, crocodile?
Crocs are not on the list at all.
Crocs are not. I gotta tell you, Ryan. Every time I guess one, it feels like there's less and less.
Yeah. No. I mean, these are mine. I love a Cuban. I love a salty. I love Crocs, but they're not on the list.
People.
I love Cuban people. I do. No, Cuban crocodiles, the most athletic lizard on planet Earth. You ever seen them gallop? It's crazy. Okay, I'm going to go through the top 5.
Give it to me. Yeah, because I feel like I'm guessing them, and I keep guessing categories, and they're not there.
I don't love snakes, but I watch a lot of videos of snakes, okay?
Okay.
This is an animal that I never have any interest in ever touching. or even being in the same room as, but I do think they're badass. Coming at number 5 is the King Cobra. Cobra. King Cobra. I think they're fucking sick. I love they're massive. I kind of misled you when I said all giant snakes are no longer.
That's what I was thinking. I remember that they're bigger than that, so I wasn't.
King Cobras are big, but I think they're fucking sick. So King Cobras are number 5. King Cobras are number 5. Number 4 is the green sea turtle, as I wax poetic already. Number 3 is the closest thing to a house lizard that I could ever imagine. They are, of course.
There you go.
The rhino iguana. Bella is a rhino iguana, of course.
I was trying to remember what that was. I didn't want to say iguana because I was embarrassed.
Yeah, I love rhino iguanas, and I like blue iguanas. I don't like fucking green iguanas. I don't like they freak me out. The ones with the big fucking flappy thing. And
I kind of like that. I think it'd be funny to flick that.
No, I never want to flick. That's number 3. Number 2 is and now we're getting into the monitors of the world.
Yeah, now we're getting into the LG monitors.
I identify as a monitor lizard guy. Yeah. Number 2 is the crocodile monitor. A croc monitor, they're like fucking, they look like dinosaurs, and I think they're really fucking badass. Look up a picture of a croc monitor, throw it up. They have really sharp teeth and this really long tail, and they're real mean.
Yeah.
I love a croc monitor. And then number 1 at my list. Now, I'm on record saying I would not and will never own any reptile as a pet in my life, even though I watch all these videos of them. I will never do that. There is, however, one exception, and that one exception comes if I ever become a billionaire and money is truly no object. What I do is I get a giant enclosure. I make it a real fucking naturalistic, massive enclosure, and what I do is I get me a lizard. And I get an emu. The emu is going to be my doorman. See, he's going to greet everybody for all my dinner parties. No, I get me a melanistic Asian water monitor, colloquially called a black dragon. I think they are the perfect combination of badass and pet-like. You can train them. You can ball train them. They if you train them right, they can be like puppy dogs. They're never puppy dogs. I know. They'll kill you. Sure. But you can have a nice, Asian water monitor as a pet.
Have a good time.
I would have a great time. Time with a black dragon. But yeah, it's my top 5. Black dragon, crack monitor.
I think it's very exciting where people get to see these sides of us.
Everybody wants to know. Everybody really wants to know. Yeah, how embarrassing, right? All right, children, we're back. We did our top 5 list, and now we're on to we are going to riff about a potential live-action Pokemon movie starring Ryan Quigley. Yes, the Bellhop Boys.
Bellhop Boys.
A Bellhop production. For me,
that's always coming out next from us.
I like that our end card is always a waste of time, brought to you by Ephraim Bernie and Ryan Quigley. I thought
our end card used to be us with the Phineas baby, and we'd smack him out of the way.
As well, we do that too. It's a little bit of both, but it's like we do it on like our posters and stuff. A waste of time.
Yeah, a waste of time. Yeah, no, that's true.
So this will be another waste of time. Okay, so what we have here is we have a film genre randomizer in front of me, and I'm going to tell you what it is. Do you want to do 3 spins, or do you want to just do 1 and raw dog it? Inside.
I want to stick with what we get, even if it's something not good. No take backsies.
I'll give these backsies. All right, ready? And a 5, 6, 7, 8, spinning now. Spinning. And what we land on is a Western.
I was so hoping that it was going to be Western.
So we have a Western. Upon Rolando's request,
we have to do it in the Unova region.
In the Unova region, because we are in New York. We're New Yorkers.
Yes.
As it happens. Okay, so we need to be a Western, and it is a live action Pokemon movie. Maybe I wonder if there's another.
A cowboy walks into a bar.
Cowboy walks into a bar. A Seed Collective production. Shout out to them.
Shout out to them.
Conflict generator? Story idea generator.
Well, we can't just use it. What are we going to do then?
Well, I mean, just something to get the ball rolling. All right, go ahead, please.
Let me pitch this to you. So,
Hit me and hit me good,
in
okay?
Unova, right? There's that
Yep.
little. There's the. It's like the wind power plant, right? Isn't that something like you
Yeah.
walk out of the city, you go down? That's the desert area. That's where you catch the ground types, right? I think so.
Okay.
Imagine this:
Yeah.
two unlikely city slickers in the Unova region.
So we're city slickers still. We
We're
are
two city slickers.
ourselves.
We
Okay.
are we're ourselves. We
We're
get kicked
ourselves.
out of the because the city's lost its power, right? And it's
City
because
has lost its
and you
power.
know why? It's because our podcast was taking up too much storage on the giant,
Everybody,
the server farm.
the bit rate is too high, and
Yeah.
everybody is watching the Bells and Whistles podcast
Uh
because everybody wants to know my top 5 reptiles.
huh. That's the thing. We're it's like what we typically do, except we have one episode that goes so viral that it shuts the entire city down.
Clickbait the show.
Clickbait the show. Exactly.
Right.
3 ways to
Yes.
survive episode 3.
I'm listening. Okay, so the city is without power.
The mayor turns to us. The mayor needs
Mayor
to
Eric Adams
Mayor
under
Eric Adams. No, Officer
who's
Jenny
current
Adams.
okay, Officer Jenny Adams, who is currently under investigation for some shady potential deal, right?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I don't know how
Okay.
much of like real world politics we put in our Pokemon movie.
I think we really send a message.
Yeah, no, I do think there's a way that we can talk about what's going on in Ukraine with this. But
I think
that's,
we use this as our opportunity.
yeah, I think so. Let's start with that. We have to go and fix the power plant outside the city, the wind farm, right?
Officer Jenny comes to us and says, "Hey, this is your fault. Figure it out, guys."
Yeah.
And we say, "We got it. We got it." Wait, but
Yeah.
what is our punishment if we don't figure it out?
If
Do
we
we
don't
get
figure it out,
they
they
delete the
kill
channel?
me. No, they kill me.
One of us is executed. One of us is executed, and the other one has to continue uploading a podcast a week without the other.
Without the other one, yeah.
Okay,
And
all right.
it would be that you'd be executed, and now I have to do the editing. So
but there is part 2 of the movie.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay.
So
who's playing? Who's playing? Because this is live action. Who's playing Mayor Jenny? Who's playing Mayor Jenny Adams?
I'm thinking something like what's her name from Night School with Kevin Hart.
What?
No, the what's her name? I'm looking it up right now. Night School.
I unfortunately missed that one. I'm not up to date on my Kevin Hart filmography.
Well, yeah, you should be. Is all I gotta say.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany Haddish. Why didn't you just say so? Why didn't you just say? Why didn't you just say from Night School with Kevin Hart? I would have got it immediately. Okay, so Tiffany Haddish is playing this.
Tiffany Haddish is Officer Jenny, and she's giving us a real talking to. She's like, get out of here.
Okay, so we go down to the wind turbine place. And we find the head of Team Plasma or whatever, and I think it's disgraced Governor Andrew Cuomo. He's their leader. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think we need to talk about
out of the city. He has to live in the desert.
He has to, and we discovered how about we find a way where it's actually not our fault at all. It's that disgraced Governor Andrew Cuomo is trying to get back at Mayor Jenny Adams.
Yeah, he was framing us, but all those servers
because the Cuomo brothers are so jealous of us. They really have had enough of our antics.
This is it. The Cuomo brothers, after Chris Cuomo got kicked off of the thing, off of whatever
and after Mario unfortunately passed away.
Andrew and Chris wanted to start their own podcast.
And their dynamic is too similar to ours.
Too similar to what we do.
And they both love Pokemon.
So
They
they
love
have to
two
get
things.
rid of
They
the
love two things. They
competition.
love two things. They love two things. They love Pokemon and they love grabbing ass. You
They
know?
love corruption.
Yeah. Okay, so we have our evil doers. So should
Uh-huh.
we talk about who our Pokemon teams are?
Yeah, yeah. I don't think we get to have full teams. Is
Okay, we
that
only have a
they
couple.
don't do that in the movies?
No, I think we only have two or three Pokemon.
Yeah,
A pup.
we both get like some spunky little characters that, you
Right.
know. So we got to use Unova ones, right?
We
That's
have
the
to use
idea.
New York guys. Okay.
Yeah. What would be a? It's a Western, so I think we should both get a ground type,
Uh okay. Let me just look
or
up
like
a list
a
of
desert type one. And I think yours should be uh not crocodile, but the little one, the middle one.
Crocodile?
I think you get the middle one with the sunglasses, the
Oh, I
red
get
one.
Crocorock. Okay, so I have
Crocorock, yeah.
Crocorock. I'm gonna tell you exactly who you get. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a. I think we each get one cool one and one like really unfortunate one
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
kind of hate, right? I'm gonna give you. So it needs to be a ground type. Oh, I'll give you a.
I'm thinking what I think you're gonna do.
Yeah, I'll give you a. I'm between giving you a fracture and a gigalith. Which would you prefer?
Oh, you're. I would love to get a fracture, but I think the thing that the most interesting is if I get a drill burr.
A drill burr? Okay, but that I'm you see I'm yeah, I'll give you a drill burr. I was really
I
close
think
to actually I was close to pivoting and giving you an Archeops.
I would also take an Archeops too, but I'm imagining in the last moment, I have this drill burr and you have this Crocorock, and they both evolve, and it becomes a
Oh,
cool ground type Western showdown where we take on these guys
yeah.
with our Crocodile and
Okay.
our Excadrill.
You get a drill burr and I get a Crocorock.
Yeah.
Um I think yeah, okay. So you give me another Pokemon that kind of sucks.
Let's give you a sucky one.
Yeah.
What's one from? There's a lot that I don't like in Well, you know what would be funny?
Yeah.
What would be funny is if you end up with a Clink Clang.
I would really hate that. But there's not much
Yeah,
personality there. That's the only thing. I understand that there's a lot of Pokemon here that I really despise.
yeah. I think it could
Um,
be funny if we made it into like you have a little R2D2 type Cling Clang that you hate.
yeah, it
That
doesn't
like
work.
saves the day at some point. But I also know that that's probably not the most interesting one.
No, that's perfectly okay. I'm going to give you. How mean do I want to be? So if we were doing the ground types that like kind of sucked, if we weren't making the cool ones the ground type, I was going to give you a
Yeah,
stun fist. I was going to give you a stun fist.
Stunfisk would be funny. Yeah.
But I am torn between, and I'll give you three options, and then I'll let you pick. Okay? There's a Garbodor is staring in my face.
Yeah,
For you,
yeah.
a Garbodor is staring in my face, and a Moongus is staring in my face. No, not a Moongus, not a Moongus. There's a Seismitoad that I think could be a funny character, and there's also a Simipour.
All right. Funniest route forward is probably I'm stuck with this fucking Simipour. Um, but I
Yeah.
do think best fitting of my character is having a Seismitoad.
Yeah, let's do
Um,
Seismitoad. Let's do Seismitoad. Okay, so
yeah.
you get a big old
Oh,
Seismitoad, and I have
what's the Seismitoad is the evolved form. What's the stupid one that's the middle
a
form?
Toad. You want a
Palpitoad.
Palpitoad with a big fucking
Palpitoad is
circle on his
probably the
head?
funny thing that I'm stuck with wandering around with that big fucking chode.
Okay, so you got a Palpitoad. Okay, so you have a Palpitoad and a Drillbur, and I have a what did I have again?
You had Crocorock and you had
I have a
Kling Clang.
Crocorock. I have a Crocorock and a Kling Kling. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, sweet. Okay,
So
I quite like this.
we're in the desert or whatnot. We're trying to fix up this wind turbine. Um, I imagine, what do you think?
Can I throw in a quick just like a something of an act one? I think
Yeah.
we get down there and we're greeted by a herd of buffalos that we need to navigate. Okay, so
There's a farmer. There's a herder
a
that,
herder of
and
buffalos.
he says, "You two ain't from around here, are you?"
Yeah, you do. This town ain't big enough for the two of us. And I think maybe the clink clang.
Yeah.
We have to like hold on to him to get
Yeah,
above the.
navigate through it. Yeah, to
Yeah.
get through
Okay.
it.
Okay, but we eventually arrive at the plant.
Yeah, the plant,
And then
which
what are
I
you
think
thinking?
needs to have something of a factory town around.
Yeah. Yeah. Big time.
Yeah. We're there, and then I think we split up. I think we get into a little fight.
We get into a fight. What's our fight about, do you think?
I think we're both blaming each other for how this episode went off. I think,
I never wanted to upload the video in the first place.
yeah, yeah,
And I can't see the success that it's brought us because I'm too
yes,
prideful.
yes, exactly. We
Right.
deviated from we made a video about Digimon. It was,
There you go. Yeah, okay.
it was outside
Okay.
of brand, but it did very well.
Yeah, we had to go, we went against our morals, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay.
So we split up for a little bit. And I think we both go on adventures where we find out more about this mystery. I think
Yes, okay.
perhaps you get into trouble at the local saloon or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I get too drunk because I'm so upset.
Uh-huh.
Um, and I start
There needs to be, I feel as though there needs to be a dance sequence, and I do think this is when it happens.
dancing. I was gonna say the classic bar fight.
I think the bar fight comes out of the dance sequence.
Okay, so it's a dance sequence.
I think you get drunk.
It's a musical western.
It's a musical west, but just in this one moment.
Okay, yes.
I think, and then maybe we all do it at the end when we make our, we come together with Andrew and Chris.
So something of a 13 going on 30 thriller moment.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And so you're over there. You're, whatever. Maybe they play Enter Sandman or something for you.
Yeah. No. Exactly. I'm trying to think of the argument that I get into. I'm too drunk, and I think a guy sitting next to me at the bar, like who would you say is our rival podcast? Who's our rival?
Andrew Tate.
Someone who really loves Andrew Tate and was like, man, if only like Andrew Tate did Pokemon. And I'm like, that's us! We fill that niche. And he's like, what'd you say to me, Buster? And then that's when you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
and then that's when we break in. Yeah, someone hits the jukebox and Enter Sandman starts playing.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the dance sequence. And what Pokemon does he have? I'm thinking he has a Garbodor. No, he has a Girder.
Yeah, he's got to have a little girder.
He's got a Girder with a cowboy hat.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And you've got your Crocorock, got the sunglasses, tints them down. Right. Like that.
At this point, have we found out that it's the Cuomo brothers that are trying to do us dirty?
No. See, this is what happens with me. You're over there.
Yeah.
In this bar fight, I stumble into. I feel like in a series of ridiculous circumstances, maybe I fall into a manhole.
You're in the sewer now.
I'm in the sewer, and again, this is where the Garbodors come in. I get
These are where the Garbodors
a series of angry Garbodors,
right?
Into the power plant, and there I start hearing things that I shouldn't hear, and I'm like, "Who's that?" And
you overhear the Cuomo brothers,
and it's Chris and Andrew Cuomo. They're recording their podcast, and they're doing Generation 4. You hear,
you hear the Cuomo brothers go, "Run that intro," and you're like, "Huh?" And
What?
you crawl through a vent
Yeah, yeah,
and you
yeah.
see them, and they're like, "How you doing today, buddy?"
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, okay,
So I see that. I escape, but like I fall through the vent, right?
right.
And then they're like, "Get him out of here" or whatever. And I'm chased out, and I find you. You've just gotten out of your own scuffle.
Well, I was
Um,
going to say, I think your moment where you discover them, that deserves a cut back to me, the conclusion of the dance fight sequence,
yes,
and I finally knocked down the guy that I'm fighting, who I
yeah.
think he's played by Pete Davidson. I don't know what you're
I do
seeing.
think Pete Davidson should be here. Yeah,
He's probably played by Pete Davidson, and then he just sort of like he's got like little duckies flying around, like he's
yeah,
confused and
yeah, yeah,
everything,
yeah.
and he goes, yeah, he goes, yeah, sorry for messing with you, pal. It's just the town ain't been the same since the Cuomo brothers started messing with everything.
And
And
you
I said,
say
what?
what?
I said, what? He goes, yeah, there's something, they're doing something about that power plant. I don't know, something fishy's going on. By the way, I know I was a dick before, but I really like that video. And I say, hold on,
Hold
something's
on.
something's not right here.
Yeah.
I
And then we
gotta
meet
find these.
outside. We bump into each other, and we're both like, Christian Andrew.
Go, 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 go. Huh? Oh. Yeah, yeah, I like that. I quite like that.
We find each other, and we're like, okay, we have to, we're going to resolve our differences so that we make this work. Um, and so we have to come together, and I think we have to rally the town. I think that's also involved at some point. We have to,
You
all
have
the,
to you have to run for board of the building that you're living in.
we have a quick no we have a quick little moment where we become snake oil salesmen, and we got on a little wooden stage, and we're selling, we're trying to pitch each other as the next mayors of the town.
Right. Right.
Comes in,
Okay.
everybody comes in. This is maybe where we do another musical number. Now it really is a Western music.
Hold on. There is a huge fucking twist that we
Yeah.
need to figure out. Mayor Jenny Adams has been behind it the whole time.
Oh no.
She's been behind it the whole fucking time, working with the Cuomos. They're all just trying to get fucking super PAC money.
Yeah, because she's their Amelia.
She is there, Amelia. Ah! We go in. We. Oh my God! We get the town behind them. We break in. Whatever. What do we see? We see them. They're doing Gen. They're on to Gen 3 now.
Yes,
And
yes.
and Jen is doing Amelia Dahmer comedy.
She's doing
Wow.
Amelia. Yeah. Wow.
My
And then
gosh.
I think that's when it becomes,
That's the
what's it
battle.
like? That's the big battle. That's, Pokemon movie one, where all the Pokemon are going up against each other. It's a big showdown between everybody.
What Pokemon do they have? I think they have good Pokemon.
Yeah, I think Andrew Cuomo has Arceus.
No. They don't have legendaries. Give them.
No, I
I
know.
think my mouse keeps fucking dying. I think one of them has a holy shit. I think one
Andrew
of them
Cuomo
has
should have like a
Andrew Cuomo should have a Haxorus.
yeah, he should have a Haxorus.
Haxorus. I think Chris Cuomo has a Chandelure.
Yes.
And then does Mayor Jenny Adams have a Bisharp? Or no, she has a Hydreigon. She has a Hydreigon.
Yeah, she should have Hydreigon.
She has a Hydreigon. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's sick. That's sick.
This is very cool. And then this is when we I think we learn to finally work together. And
Right.
we admit that, it was neither of our fault or whatever.
We learn to stop chasing the algorithm and just do what makes us happy and spend more time with family.
Yes, with our Pokemon that have just now evolved. In
Exactly.
the moment, my Drillbur, who is up until now been kind of a goofy little Mushu type character.
Right. And my Croc Rock is the angsty
Yeah, he's something of he's the kind of teenage implant.
Our,
He's the
yes,
one that's
yes.
struggling.
Right, 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 right. Okay.
We accept them for who they are, and then they evolve, and we win the battle with our cool new ground types. But it is again reflective of a Western where we're both wearing cowboy hats.
Yes, of
And
course. And it ends in something of a shootout, a final shootout
yes,
between because I imagine the fight scene is between the main fight scene. We take out the Haxorus and the Chandelure, and that's done. And
yes,
it's the final sort of like shootout showdown between
yes.
us two and the three heads of the High Dragon.
Well, no. So this is what it. Okay, so that's good. But what I'm wondering is, we should have this moment where the we have the two Cuomo brothers get together, and they're like, you're like, how are you going to beat us? There's three of us and only two of you. And then Officer Jenny Tiffany Haddish comes over, and she's got hers. And then we hear behind us, we hear a voice that says, not not so fast. We turn around, Amelia Dahmer is there.
Amelia
She's
Dahmer,
got like a 30-pound 30-gallon hat that covers her whole head.
Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
And
Wow.
she's got
I
what
think
do we think we give Amelia?
I'm thinking of Golurk. I'm thinking of Dredagon. Um,
I think she has a stun fist.
she has all of it. She has a herd of Buffalant. She has a herd
She's
of
got
Buffalant.
everything that we've got. The
She,
Garbodor's there, yeah.
she has the Garbodors, the Buffalant.
Uh-huh. Pete
Yeah.
Davidson comes back. He's like,
Pete
the whole
Davidson comes
town's
back.
here.
Yeah, well, if we're doing that, they should have an army. They should have an army of Durant. They should
Yeah,
have
yeah,
it should be an all out massive end game war.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
I think this is great.
That's great. And then we know how it ends. I mean, it ends with happiness. The good guys come out on top.
Yeah.
And then we go back to producing content.
We go back and we have since lost all the subscribers we got.
Yeah. I think that's
And we're like, well, back to normal.
I think we might have been closer to a biopic than a Western.
No. I mean, not yet.
There's a lot of allegory.
There's a lot of allegory here.
Yeah, this is great. This is great. You guys want
I
to
think
see
we did a
part
really
two?
good job with this.
You guys want to see a sequel? I don't know.
Yeah, let us know what you want us to do next time. If we want to, we could do this all day.
Okay, yeah. If you made it this far in the video, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're listening on any audio apps, whether it's Apple, Spotify, whether you're on a fucking moviegenregenerator.com, leave a 5-star review. If you don't leave 5-star, this is kind of a bullshit episode. Leave 4-star. You don't want to leave 4-star. 3-star just doesn't. It's something just doesn't.
It doesn't cut it for me.
It really doesn't. So don't do it. What you do is you leave a comment. I reply to every single fucking comment, whether it's nasty, whether it's nice. You get a response. We take in all the criticism. You can suggest an episode like this. You can ask a question. You can do all of these things, and we will take it. We will digest it. We will implement it. If you don't want to do all that, you say, fuck it. Just take my money. I want to support you. What do? Is you go to our Teespring down in the description below. You can get a t-shirt, get a sticker, get a knapsack, get all the things, and it helps keep the lights on, helps us pay our good friend Neil. You don't want to do all that, so we have plenty of other shit, don't we?
Yeah. I'm not really sure what to talk about in this section anymore. I got to be honest.
I should let you start doing the Teespring stuff.
Yeah,
that's what I should do.
At one point, we're going to start having more stuff to talk about again. I'm just waiting for my computer and my Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi comes in on Wednesday.
Waiting for my wife. That's all good. Okay, well, yeah, then I guess I said everything. I'm gonna start saying. I think the new transition is gonna be. I'm gonna be like, and if you don't want to do all that, you just want to give us money. What do you do? And then you go.
Yeah, and then you say, go fuck yourself.
Let's stop this episode before I start crying. You got anything else to say?
Yeah, I got nothing else to say.
All right, guys. See you next week. Bye.
See ya.